What's up, Venmo? Have you ever found yourself out in public, tapping on your legs, drumming on something, and you're like, man, I wish I had some drumsticks and a drum pad that I could just whip out and play on right now. But I don't want to be too loud to all the people around me, and I don't want to lug around a big pad. That's too much work, too heavy. Well, I might have the solution for you. The drummer wallet. Pull some sticks out of your back pocket, pull your wallet out. You carry your wallet around everywhere you go, I guarantee. Why not be able to drum on it too? I want to thank Drummer Wallet for sending me this amazing product. I will link their website in the description. Definitely go check those out, order you a Drummer Wallet. So let's talk about how this works. So it's a wallet, right? Obviously. It's got this lever that you pull to flick your cards out. If you need, your license, you need your debit cards, credit cards. It's also got this pocket right here for, when you want to put your $100 million in, like I just did right there. Also, that pocket has suction cups on it, so you can stick it to any surface that, it will stick on, and that's what keeps it from moving around or flopping around. So it does really great on, drum heads. If you could find a good, slick table, that would work. You can also just set it in your lap, and it works quite well there too. And it's especially quiet on your lap too. So, if you have a book lying around that you carry around, if you're in school, walking around, you have a book and you have some downtime, pull out a book, slap this thing on there, get some reps in, chop out. It's also a drum mute, which you can use for drum set snares, concert snares, stuff like that. If you notice your drum's ringing a little too much and you want to dampen it a little bit, it's got this magnet right here, which you just clip on to the rim, and then it mutes the drum that you're playing on. You can't really tell on mine because it's a drum pad, so it's not going to mute my drum pad. But if I were playing on an actual drum right now, it would be muting it. It's really great for if you're going on a gig and you need a drum mute, but you don't want to carry one around, or you don't have one, or whatever the reason may be that you don't have a drum mute. I guarantee you have your wallet with you. Why not just let this be your wallet? Then it can double as a drum mute as well. So if you're gigging, you're touring, any need for a drum mute, as well as just a little practice pad, this is perfect for that. So that's pretty sweet. So let's talk about the playing surface now. So it's just gum rubber. If you've ever played on an old reel feel, that's this same material, it seems like. So it feels quite nice. It's very small, obviously, because it's a wallet, you gotta be portable. So it is really good for working on your playing zones. If you notice yourself, you play every once in a while and your zones are out of whack, you can use this as a great tool for that. It's also great for chopping out. Even though it's gum rubber, it doesn't have the most rebound out of any pad out there, right? So just because of the nature of the size and the shape, and it's hollow, so it can keep your cards in there and stuff, it might not bounce as much as some other pads do. It does the job, and it still has some pretty good rebound for what it is. You just have to work a little bit harder for what you play. So that's really good for chopping out. If you're trying to build the muscles and stuff, use this thing for sure. But yeah, like I said, it's not bad rebound or anything. It's just less than some pads are. One other cool thing about this that I've noticed is that the magnet that you use as the mute can also be utilized for rim shots. So gives off that rim shot-esque sound. So that's pretty cool as well. That's this piece right here. So let's test this thing out for a drum corps snare break. I'm gonna throw the headphones on and play along with a snare break, and we'll see how it sounds with that. You would think that of all people to find a snare break that they want to play, I would be able to do that quickly, but I can't decide. So 1 more second, please. Well, there you go. It passes the drum corps test. So you can play some pretty choppy stuff on here for sure. It's not just limited to, you know, just exercises. It's great for both. So my final thoughts on this product, it's a very cool product. It's very unique. If you're a drummer and you need a wallet, then why not get one of these? I see no reason not to. It doubles, you know, as a wallet and a drum pad, and honestly other stuff too, like the drum mute and stuff. So multi-function wallet, very cool. I will definitely be using this in my day-to-day life now, just because, you know, why not? This is a great birthday present, Christmas present, any present. If you need a gift for a drummer, definitely throw one of these in there. Not only is it just like a fun gift, but it's also quite useful as well. I'm sure any drummer would love to have one of these. Very, very cool product, drummer wallet. Thank you very much for sending me one of these to test out. I'm very happy that I have one. I can't wait to use this, you know, in my day-to-day life, show all my buddies and stuff. I'm sure they're all gonna think it's cool, and then they're gonna wanna get one themselves. So yeah, check this out. Again, I'll send a link in the description. If you like this kind of content, me, you know, just talking about drum products, reviewing all these cool little gadgets, definitely like and subscribe. You know what they be saying, them YouTubers. Do all that stuff that they tell you to do. Ring the bell, comment, like, subscribe. What else is there? Share. Do all that stuff if you like this kind of content. I have plenty more on the list, so be on the lookout. See you guys.